Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half acre homestead with a tea break. Today is Friday, the 18th of, I almost said July, January 2019, but you're going to get this Saturday morning because I already have a video up today. Um, my flu has been downgraded now to a cold. Howie is completely feeling better, of course, but I'm running around with a leaky faucet and but it could be a lot worse. Like I've had flus where I thought I was dying, so it's all good. It's, the flu is only really, really bad when you're in the middle of it. Afterwards, it's like, I made it. That's all that counts, right? So, I'm almost done the baby quilt. As soon as I'm finished doing this tea break, I will be getting myself a fresh cup of tea and putting on Call the Midwife or Land Girls or Downton Abbey or something, and I will continue to quilt. It's going to be close. The baby is due um, in just under a month. So, but it's okay, right? It's okay as long as it gets there. So, and if folks, if you think you're seeing orbs, you're not. It's dust. It's just dust. When you have a wood stove, you get a lot of dust. Um, we had a cold snap, but now it's moderating some, but keeping the fire going. I love a wood stove. It's the only thing that gets the heat right into my bones, right? Like you can have a furnace and you can have, but I like steady, radiant heat. And then if it gets too hot, when I go to bed, I just close my curtain and I turn my fan on and it's perfect. So, but if I want to keep things warm, I just leave everything open. And I don't know why I'm rambling. Well, I do. It's because I have a cold. This weekend, I'm going to try and go out in the garage and film everything that Papa has done. And then I'm going to take all the film he has recorded and see if I can't piece it out because I really need to know. I really need to go out and see what he's done and have him explain it to me so that I know what I'm looking at with the other film that he's given me. He's done a lot. I mean, when that thing first came roaring in the driveway, well, it's unrecognizable now, or it was the last time I looked at it. It's had a new roll cage put in it. It's got with the roll cage has a swing out bar with a clevis so that I can get in and out comfortably by just pulling a pin and opening it like a gate. He's taken out the standard transmission and got got an automatic transmission for it. He brought home an ignition switch. I have a little video of that because it's very exciting stuff, right? He's got a seat for it, like that it's red. So he's found fabric paint, believe it or not, that you can spray on the seat and it will absorb into the fabric without leaving it tacky like paint would. So there's all kinds of cool stuff. He's got an automatic transmission and all this work he's been doing on it, and I haven't even seen it because I don't go outside unless I absolutely have to in the winter. And it's not because I don't like snow. It is a falling issue for me. So, what else is going on? I had a live feed with my Reading with Beverly Wolfie channel yesterday, and that was pretty exciting because we actually talked about a lot of the things we've all been thinking about with the Little House on the Prairie books because they're not actual. Not all, it's based on Laura Ingalls' life. She did write it, but there are things that have been changed around to make it more reader friendly, child friendly, and all those things. So some of it is fiction that they've just played fast and loose with some of the facts of her life just to make the story flow better. So that was really cool. And it led me to thinking that I may just do a live stream on my reading channel once a month to discuss the current book that we are at. You know, that makes a lot of sense to me. But there was something else. Oh, right. I talked to my internet company yesterday. And this is all very exciting because when we first got ExploreNet, they said we need a pole in the ground for us to attach, because they had to go to the back of my yard to get the angle they needed to catch the satellite. And stop it, you two. Sitting there growling over a toy. Playfully growling. And so Howie put up a pole in the backyard, but he didn't cement it in the ground. Note that, folks. He did not cement it in the ground. And the guy came out, the pole seemed sturdy enough, mounted it, and away he went. Well, last year, he came back and had to adjust it because the pole had moved and it had thrown off our stuff. Well, it's been like that. It's done it again. Only now it's winter and the pole is frozen into the ground. But what Howie's going to do is he's going to go out now that the pole's frozen in the ground, and I'm going to check my upload stuff, and he's going to jiggle the dish to see if we can get it any faster than 49 megapixels. Nor on a good day, it's 115. So I got a thing in the mail from my internet company saying, oh, in the new year, your thing's going to be going up, $5 a month and blah. And I emailed them. I was really pissed. I said, $5 a month. I pay $115 a month now for 100 gigabytes. And sometimes it takes 4 hours to upload a 2-minute video, sometimes 12 hours for a 6-minute video. So he showed me how to check my upload, like my speeds. And so what I'm going to get Howie to do is, now that it's frozen, I'm going to get him to go out there, jiggle the dish, and I'm going to watch it and get it as close to the 115 mark as we can. And then he's going to anchor it in place. But in the spring, I had a nice long talk with ExploreNet, and they have a whole new thing coming out. Now, what the plan I'm on right now is something called 10-100, which means it's 100 gigabytes, but the 10 is something to do with my speed, or I don't know. But in the spring, I'm upgrading my system. They have a new system now. They have a new satellite dish called Jupiter 2 and all this stuff. And come the spring, as soon as the ground thaws, Howie's going to rip that pole out. Well, put a new one next to it, because the satellite guy is going to have to move the dish, or he's going to have to put up a new dish. So what Howie... This is what they do when they want my attention. They pretend somebody's at the door, but I know nobody's at the door. Stop it! They're just attention hogs. They really are. So anyway, Howie's going to put in a new pole next to the one that we have. It's going to be higher, just for the safety. He's going to bury it, and he's going to concrete it in to place so that when they mount the new dish, it's less likely to move. There's also the fact, I think I'm going to have him support it with 2 2x4s when he does concrete in the 2x4s too, to really stabilize it. You're being bad. Stop it. No barking. Oh, Frankie. Mommy said no. That's not me she's talking to. They've got one toy. They've got lots of toys, but they have one toy that they like, they'll pick a toy and then they'll have like mock battles over it. It's really weird. So, Frankie! In the spring, when we put the new pole in, they're going to come in and they're going to mount the new satellite dish. They're going to mount the new satellite dish, put in new cable, a new modem, and I'm going to go from 10-100 to 25-100, and I'm going to be able to get 125 gigabytes. Now, yes, this is going to cost more, but the speed on my best day is going to quadruple, which means I may be able to do live streams. Like I've tried live streams with ExploreNet and it hasn't gone too well. Too much buffering and stuff. But if my speed actually does go, hell, if it goes 4 times what it is right now, I may be able to live stream. And then I may be able to lose a lot of my data plan. That's the hope, because my data plan, my internet right now is $115 a month. And it better be better when they do all this new stuff, because it's going to cost me $160 some a month. But I will be able to, if I can live stream, we'll be doing some tests. I'll be able to drop the data back down on my phone, because that's getting really expensive. It's like $120 a month. This is what you get when you live in the rural, like, it's not just rural, okay? I'm in a valley. I'm in the Gatineau Valley, and I'm halfway up the side of a hill in a ravine. So I'm never going to get really good internet until we have proper satellite internet all over, or proper fiber optics or something. Just don't ask me to, go back to Bell. Unless they give me fiber optics at a really good price. But then I would think about it. But I would have a lawyer go over the contract. I really would. I'd have a lawyer go over any contract I do with Bell Canada, because they're crooks. Well, they robbed me, because they hid a payment under a subfile of a subfile that I never saw until after I canceled my satellite, my TV, and I was still being billed. So I had to tell them, like, what the hell are you billing me for? I haven't had anything to do with you people. Oh, well, you still have NHL Center Ice. How can I have NHL Center Ice when I don't have a satellite dish with you people? It's a long story. Pretty sure most of you older folks that have been with me a while have seen it. So, I watched a really cool video on, now correct me if I'm wrong, Traditional Living Homestead, I think it's called. And I've been doing my tomatoes all wrong when it comes to my frozen tomatoes. So I'm going to be doing a video soon on making ketchup, because I'm buying store-bought, and I really, really don't want store-bought. I like homemade ketchup. So that's going to be coming soon. I'm going to make vast quantities of ketchup. That's about what's going on. I'm going to be doing some more cooking videos, because it's really a quiet time of year. I'm almost done. Like I said, I'm almost done the baby quilt, so there'll soon be a video with me finishing that. And then a video of me starting Mikey's quilt. The baby's uncle is getting married next winter. So I got to start another quilt. Anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. So hopefully in the spring, unless they're blowing smoke up my woohoo, hopefully in the spring, we will have newer internet, and my life will get just a little bit easier, because it's really hard to run 3 YouTube channels when it can take 12 hours for a video to upload, depending on the weather, right? It's really, really hard. So I've got to get going. I'm going to go and work on the baby quilt, and hopefully get another row done today. Only have 2 3/4 rows to go. And if I really work at it, I can get a row done in a day. All right. So this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, saying I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. And I do these tea breaks for the folks who have a hard time with my concentration levels on my live feeds, but I still am going to do a live feed. I might do one from the quilt frame this weekend. All right. Mwah! Take care. God bless. Stay warm. And, just keep on keeping on. I love you guys.